together. Doesn't matter the weather. So let's get to it now. Gotta figure out what to do. The Addicts, fantasy football. The Addicts, fantasy. The Addicts, ooh, we know all. The Addicts, it's fantasy.
And welcome to The Addicts, a fantasy football podcast. We are addicted to all things fantasy football. It is Friday, November 21st. And boys, I think it's time we address the elephant in the room. Old Peyton Stewart. He was our host for our first podcast. And right now it's just me, Haven, and Dalton. But we came together as a group and we're like, if we're giving fantasy advice to all of our listeners, we need to back that up with something. We decided the best criteria was fantasy football championships. And Peyton didn't have one. So we were like, well, he probably shouldn't be a host on this podcast.
I mean, brother is dead last in our league right now.
For 2 years in a row.
fight- 2 years in a row. About to have a nice spray tan. I mean, congratulations on doing good in Dynasty. You'll still come in 4th place. Congratulations on being good in Superflex Dynasty. You'll still come in 6th. But the main league, the league that matters, the league that we all care about, that we talk more than anything on this, in redraft, we got a person in 1st place right now. We have a person who's in 2nd place right now. Mason was in 2nd, but now he's down to 4th. Still got a 7-3 record. You know, we want to make sure people who actually compete and give you the best we can give you. And he just wasn't cutting it.
Dogs only.
Cutting it. Yeah, we've been playing fantasy all together for what? This is our 13th
13.
year in that league.
Yep.
Peyton's been a part of it for 11 or 12 and no championship to show. He doesn't know ball. So we decided
No
that he had
ball.
to take a step down.
Yeah. He's going to have a great spray tan, though. I tell you what.
He's been relegated to the XFL.
All joking aside, we love Peyton. We're hoping to have him back as a guest at some point. So at some point, you'll probably see him again.
Yeah. Maybe. We may
Maybe.
actually bring people who are, good at fantasy, like Jaden, who was our guest
We had to
last
power
week,
towards
who's in
Jaden
3rd,
first.
not 10th place.
That's right. All the people we've had on this podcast are top 4 in our league.
Top 4.
So that's the criteria right there. If you want to get on this show, you need to be at
Gotta
least
be
top
good.
4 in your league.
Top 4.
Good deal. All right, we got a good show ahead for you boys. We're going to do some trivia time, as we always do on our Friday pod. We're going to get into news, some injury, and just generic news. We're going to get into our starts of the week, and then some start-sit decisions. And then, as always, we'll end with Haven's Rookie of the Week.
That's right.
All right, let's do some trivia time, Dalton. What you
Let's
got for
do
us?
it. Let's do it. So I got
Is
two
it
guys.
better than mine from last week?
It's going to be better than your random segment from last week.
I think we needed a little bit more preparation.
A little
It was
bit
a
more.
great idea,
Great idea.
but just a little preparation would have helped.
Yeah, it would have been a great segment. It just didn't get executed great because
I'm
basically Haven was
sorry.
like, hey, ask
Be
me any
creative.
question in the world other than football and think of exactly who I'm thinking of right now. Go. I was lost. Completely lost. Couldn't go anywhere with it.
You know me for 13 plus years. You should have just known right off the bat it was going to be
Yeah,
Ken
but-
Scatterboo.
You and I think differently on how we would describe players, so that it could have been done better.
How would you describe Jameis Winston?
Lovably cringy.
Perfect. I was going to say lovable and gospel.
And
Yeah.
gospel. That man
God,
does
you're a
love some
man.
Jesus.
The Lord
Whoever
comes through.
said, I don't remember if it was Jaden or you, Dalton, that asked if he'd be good at Dancing with the Stars. I thought that was creative,
That was me.
non-football related.
That was good.
That was good.
No, he asked, is he good at dancing? And I said, he's an okay dancer, but would not be like somebody on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
And that was all I had. The only thing that could give me any kind of clue as to just, does this player have any form of like fluidity to him, or is he as stiff as a board? Would be terrible as
But
at dancing. And
but Jane got it off. He would eat bricks for breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean that's you could have just asked what's his favorite breakfast.
I mean, you tell that to any of us, and we're gonna
Bricks.
immediately guess Scatterboo. I mean, this dude is out here drinking energy drinks out of his
The
used
shoe.
game cleat and eating crayons. Like, this man he's built for the NFL to take punishment. He also receives a lot of punishment. Some of it is self-inflicted because of the things he just chooses to do, like running into players after he's already scored and he's 7 yards into the end zone.
Yeah, I didn't like what TJ Ward said about this kid's going to be out of the league in a couple of years. I mean, he's injured right now. He's trying to keep his mental health good, trying to stay happy. I mean, he got to punch a wrestler out on Monday Night Raw. I mean, badass.
He just needs one of those Romeo Dobbs helmets. That's all, because
He really, yes.
he needs to prevent as much
He-
CTE as he can.
He needs Guardian everything. Shoulder
Yeah.
pads,
Yes.
knee pads.
Did you
all
see
the
his little
pads.
shoulder, his little buddy? He was like, oh, it was so weird. It was so weird.
Scat.
All right, dog. I'm sorry I took your
What a
moment
gem.
away.
What a gem of a human. Yeah, so I got 2 players for trivia. We're going to start it off with the first clue. So player number 1 has currently this season, this is all through week 11, and this is PPR. So player number 1 has over 600 yards rushing, over 200 yards receiving, and has less than 7 total touchdowns on the year.
It's a good hint. You gave us a lot of information there.
Mm-hmm. So has over 600 rushing, over 200 receiving, and less than 7 total touchdowns on the year.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all can y'all want to send me a text if you want to lock it in?
Yeah,
But
I'm
when-
definitely not ready yet.
Figured not on the first clue. Want the second one?
Well, yeah.
All right. I was going to see if y'all wanted to
No, we're done with
process
trivia
it.
time. That's all we're doing.
That's all.
Dude, that's it. That's it.
All right. It's the second clue. This player has played in 9 of the first 7 weeks. Or first 11 weeks, sorry. They played 9 in the first 11 weeks.
Okay.
You can count
You-
that however you want.
could be tricky. You could be tricky there. Either
However you want.
he's at least missed 1 game, maybe
Yes.
2, or it could
Yep.
be a bye. I like that. It's a little tricky.
Played 9 in the first 11.
9/11. That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured Jaden would like that joke. He's a sick puppy for some 9/11 jokes.
Ugh.
All right. Clue number 3. This player has been a top 10 running back only twice, but has been a top 24 running back in 7 of the 9 games they've played.
Okay, repeat that one more time.
So this player has been a top 10 running back only twice this year, but has been a top 24 running back in 7 of their 9 games played.
They've only played 9 games or 11 games.
They played 9 of the first 11. That was the second clue. They have played 9 of the 11 weeks that we've had so far.
Oh.
7
top
of
24.
those that they have played, they've been top 24. So this player's been pretty consistent, but they've only been top 10 twice.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
kinda,
consistent running back.
I
He's
kinda,
probably not a top 10 fantasy running back. I'm guessing he has less than 7 touchdowns, only 600 rushing yards, only 200 receiving yards. He's missed at least 2 games,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's injury or a bye week thrown in there. So I'm guessing this player's in the range of 11 to 20 because he's been consistent, top 24 in 7 games, but only top 10 twice.
I like the process.
That's my process.
I kinda have an idea. Like I'm down. I really think I know the player, but
Okay.
I don't want to be wrong.
I hope this next hint will help a little bit. So hint number 4 is this player has played less than 70% of the offensive snaps in every game, but 1.
That made it worse for me because I had no idea.
Every game but once.
Every single game they've had less than 70% of the snaps.
Okay.
Interpret that however you want. But that clue is meant to make you think that this player is something.
I'm having a hard time remembering who's missed just one game.
Yeah, I wouldn't dwell too much on that. I would just kind of do the same process you were doing of trying to pinpoint where about they are point-wise, and that'll probably help you determine some of the guys that are and are not in that range.
Okay. I have a good idea who it is. I'm like
I'm
70% sure.
I don't want to send it.
The
Yeah, but I'm
70%, being less than 70% snaps in all but one game, that's really just meant to help you kind of understand that, all right, this isn't a every down stud. They're going to be mixing in some work with other people. They're not on the field all the time for everything. But when they have been on the field, they've been really consistent this year. They've missed some time. They haven't been just otherworldly because they've only been a top 10 running back twice.
Okay. I think I'm locking it in.
That's
600, just over 600 rushing, just over 200 receiving, and then less than 7 total touchdowns is how I worded it.
yeah, which is like half the running backs.
Yeah, I didn't want to give it too much away with the touchdowns, but they're low. The number of touchdowns they have, I would say, they are lower than
All right,
7.
don't tell me whether I got it or not. Let's get
Yeah.
to hint 5.
Hint
Yeah.
5. Okay, so this running back has had over 4 yards per carry in the past 5 games, and in 4 of those 5 games has had over 80 rushing yards a game. So they recently have been pretty good for a nice little stretch. You were not correct.
Yeah.
Your player was not correct. So the past 5 games that they have played, not the past 5 weeks, past 5 games they've played, they've had over 4 yards per carry in all of them. And then 4 of the 5, they've had 80 or more yards rushing.
This is so hard.
Y'all are never going to get it early again. I'm just going to warn you. You're never going to get it from the rip again.
I'm texting you.
I'm sending you another one.
Tell me
It
if I'm-
doesn't have to count, but
Am I right?
Haven got it in first, but y'all are both right.
Okay.
This running
Let's
back
go
plays in the
DeAndre
NFC
Swift.
North, is currently the running back 16 is DeAndre Swift.
I should have got that. I have him in every league.
It's
I
DeAndre
don't
He's my
Swift.
guy.
I don't have him. So what got me, and I finally figured it out, was you said over 4 yards per carry in the last 4 of 5 games. I was like,
In the last 5 games. In his last 5 games played, he's had over 4 yards per carry. 4 of those
Okay.
5 games, he's had 80-plus yards rushing.
Haven got it because he misheard it.
because I was like, Kyle Monangai just played a full game like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, it has to be like Kyle Monangai. And I was like, okay, so I was down to Jalen Warren and DeAndre Swift. And Swift, that gave it away.
So Monangai played, he was a full-time starter 3 weeks ago, which is the 1 week that Swift missed due to injury. The week before that he had missed was his bye week. So that's why he's only played 9 out of 11 weeks. But he's been incredibly consistent. Incredibly consistent. I mean, he's had at least 9 fantasy points every single week.
Yep.
Which is not fantastic, but I mean, if that's your floor, and then you can get me, 20 to 25, he's had a really good year.
Yeah,
And you drafted him in like the 9th, 10th round.
Yeah,
so he's been great as a guy you drafted late.
Yeah, not a full time every down player, which was the less than 70% snaps thing, because literally week one he had 81% of snaps, and since then it's been under 70 every week, damn near 60 or less every single week. So he's sharing the backfield. He's still being incredibly efficient.
So I want to Mason. Dalton, you and I get the answer to this. Mason does not.
Okay.
Let's review. So in the beginning of the year, we got on the Mason hard about a certain trade because Mason always trades with 2 people, and what he always does is he does massive packages to get 1 or 2 guys. In this trade, Mason got Jordan Mason and Amarian Hampton. The person he traded with got DeAndre Swift, Romeo Doubs, Tyler Algier, Cedric Tillman.
Gosh.
Did Mason lose the trade?
even though so far Mason has proceeded to lose that trade, it still sounds so gross when you read off those names, because I'm never wanting to start. I mean, Cedric Tillman, he's on the waiver wire. I don't want to start just about anybody else. I mean, Dobbs was usable for a time. Swift is really the only good player that he
Dobbs
got
was
back.
very consistent. Dobbs was very consistent for a while.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver 3 or 4. I mean, when you need him, he's probably a bench receiver until you need him, though.
I think
Meanwhile,
we
he
all
got
can agree Amorian got hurt because I made this trade.
100%.
Probably.
I needed some retribution for the fleece that I pulled off with this
You need
trade.
to pay his medical bills or send him a fruit basket or something, because you did that to him.
Yes, but the person still hasn't done good, but I mean, Swift, RB16 on the year.
Very solid.
Solid.
Very solid. He surprised
Woody
me.
Marks is down on the field. Hopefully
I saw
it's okay.
that.
Those are always the type of trades I try to do early in the year. I package 3 to 4 guys that have just gone off. Cedric Tillman was doing good to start the year. Dobbs had a good game or two. Swift was doing good. And Algier had just scored 2 touchdowns in week 2.
Yeah,
Amorian had been horrible to start the year. And I got lucky with the Najee injury. After that, Amorian had the whole backfield.
Yeah,
so, I mean, that's just good strategy early in the year. Guys that aren't going to be continuously good for the rest of the year. Package those guys and go get someone who you have a good idea is going to be good for the rest of the year, but it's not been good for the first
round rookie running back on a good offense. I mean, that eventually it's going to work out. I mean, yeah.
Think about if you would have done that trade for Travion Henderson, the blender you would have been put through.
Oh, yeah. I would have had to wait so long.
That would have been quite a roller coaster. All right. Y'all ready for play number 2?
Let's do it.
Of course.
All right. So player number 2, so far this year, has 7 total touchdowns and has 1 game with over 100 yards receiving. 7 total touchdowns and has had 1 game of over 100 yards receiving.
That's like 90%.
Yeah.
Mason, do not say you know who this is.
Oh, I don't. I'm trying. Dalton's always trying to trick us. So I'm is this a running back?
No. You think the 7 total touchdowns, 1 or 2 of those is probably a punt return or a kickoff return.
Y'all are never going to get it off the first clue or second clue again. Never again.
Well, we've only done that once, and Haven pulled that out of his butt.
I know.
No,
and
he
it
He
will
didn't even
never
give us a
happen
good
again.
hit, and he was like, "Oh, Cortland Sutton."
It'll never happen again.
And it was like this. He was like the wide receiver 11 on the year or 14 on the year. Like, oh, Cortland Sutton.
I did get Drake May when you did it really early.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. 7 total touchdowns, only 1 game with 100-yard receiving. This player has not missed a game due to injury.
Okay.
Only due to their bye week. They've played 10 out of the first 11 weeks. They've only missed because of a bye week. They have finished top 10 at receiver once. And then they have finished below wide receiver 28 7 times.
Top 10 once.
Below top 28 7 times.
Wow. But this player is scoring a lot of touchdowns.
This player has...
It's a tight end.
Ooh, you're probably right.
Well, except I already said receiver.
You could still be tricking us. You could be translating that to what he would have been at receiver.
Because
Okay.
I was thinking this is Mark Andrews, but if he just told us his receiver, because Mark Andrews had the rushing touchdown.
7 total touchdowns, only 1 game of 100 receiving, has not missed a game, has had a bye week, has finished top 10 once below wide receiver 28 7 times. 5 games of less than 45 yards receiving.
This should be really easy, Haven.
So that's pretty bad.
Who is a receiver that's had a lot of touchdowns, and that's it?
Is it AJ? Is it AJ Brown? Could that be who it is? Does he have 7 total?
I don't think he has that many touchdowns.
Yeah.
No, AJ Brown's biggest problem is that he hasn't been scoring touchdowns.
I don't think a lot of receivers have had 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So just think about who's leading the league in touchdowns. And I'm drawing a blank.
Seven below top 28.
I mean, Devontae Adams comes to mind, but
No,
he's been more consistent than this.
He's wide receiver like 6 on the year.
Yeah.
He's
I'm just
Tet,
thinking about
maybe?
guys that have scored a
Is
lot of
Dalton trying to
touchdowns.
make us talk about Tet? Has he scored a lot of touchdowns?
No, Ted scored 4 or 5 touchdowns.
I wish. Tet has like 3 on the year.
I thought you were trying to do something with them.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, let's keep
Okay.
going.
Next
We should be better at this, but
Is
Next
this our
hint.
4th hint or 5th hint?
This will be the 4th hint.
Okay.
5 games, this receiver has had 8 or more targets. And then in 3 games, they have had 4 or less targets. So
I can't get Courtland Sutton out of my brain.
5 games this year, they've had 8 or more targets. Also, in 3 games this year, they have had 4 or less targets.
Is it?
I said the Lions had their bye. I think
Have the Lions had their bye? I think so.
Okay, I'm texting my answer. I'm locking it in.
Nope,
It's not Jameson Williams.
it's not Jamison Williams.
He hadn't
Okay.
had that many touchdowns.
I feel like that's all he does.
Let me keep going.
Yeah.
Mason.
I have 2 names in mind.
This player's past 6 games, they've had 11 or more fantasy points in a row for the past 6 games they've played.
You haven't given us any good hints to give us away
No.
on. It's all obscure. So he's been pretty good the past 5 games.
But he's
Past
been
6.
out.
Past 6.
Past 6
Past
of 11
6.
plus fantasy points. This is PPR, by the way.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is. That's our last hint, right?
Yeah, and
I mean, I
you
can keep
have,
going if you want to make it more obvious,
It's
but
your turn to guess.
Mason is correct.
Yeah.
Wait. I was gonna say no. I would not guess T. Higgins,
Who are you going to say?
T. Higgins.
Devontae Smith.
He hadn't had that many touchdowns. There's no way.
I don't think he's had that many, but it is T. Higgins. And the main
T.
reason
Higgins.
that a lot of these fit the 5 games of less than 45 yards receiving, that's all early in the season, back when they were dealing with the whole Jake Browning situation. He's had 3 games of 4 or less targets. Well, a bunch of those were exactly in that same time. And then recently, he's been getting very highly targeted, has been kind of consistent because he's gotten you at least 11 fantasy points every single week, gets a ton of touchdowns. I mean, 7 already through the first 11 weeks. It's pretty nice. And it's, I mean, quietly is the wide receiver 22.
We haven't even talked about him on this podcast.
No, not really.
He's not really worth talking about.
I couldn't tell you if you had told me he was a wide receiver 34. I would believe you. I have no idea what T. Higgins has done this year.
He's
I've
the wide
not been
receiver
paying
22
attention.
because I just said it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, before you said that,
I was between DK and T because I knew both of those had scored a lot of touchdowns, but what
Ooh.
gave it away was the recent success.
Has
'Cause
DK had that many?
I don't know, but he's a guy that scores a lot of touchdowns.
So Devonta
DK
Smith has had 3. DK has had 5.
5. I just know he's a guy that scores a lot of touchdowns.
DK would have been a good guess based on the descriptions I gave.
Mm-hmm.
He
That was
didn't fit
hard.
all of them, but yeah.
that was so hard.
I need
They're- they're not
this
gonna be
player
easy.
plays in the NFC East. This player's colors are blue.
He is over 6'2".
I'll start mixing in some of those about halfway in.
Yeah, you gave so many statistics. I'm like, I don't freaking know.
Yeah, well, y'all are writing them down, so I'm hoping that helps.
No,
No.
it didn't.
It was
didn't
doable.
help.
It was this Dalton did it good. It was hard but feasible. We got it both times. It was on the last 10.
I can't wait till some of our viewers just go, these idiots couldn't know T. Higgins. No,
They're
Wanna
all
lie?
just pieces of
Been
the
irrelevant.
puzzle to help you kind of figure out where this person is on the season, what kind of player they are, based on how much
Yeah.
they play and what they do.
So
all
more than
that.
likely, a T. Higgins owner is like 4-7.
They've had a roller coaster ride
Roller coaster.
of a year.
And that's every year with T. Higgins. You know what you're
Mhm.
getting into,
He's
Yeah.
played every game though.
which is crazy. And he
For
hasn't even had the whole deal where he
For
goes out
him.
for half the game and comes back in.
I know.
Or, every year he has one of those games where he's like, oh yeah, I'm healthy, and he plays 5 snaps.
You want to know what changed? He got
No,
paid. He got
got
paid.
Hey,
You would think it's the opposite, right?
I know, right?
It's when he gets paid that he stops caring a little bit.
Which,
but
well, no, it does kind of make sense
respect.
because when they get paid higher, like they get a bigger contract, their game check and what they make by playing is much higher. And a lot of their
Yeah.
guaranteed money is wrapped up in their like active player bonuses when you play. So there is
Yeah.
more incentive to get on the field when you're making money because that's how you make your monies by actually playing.
Mhm.
he also probably had a bunch of bonuses, like 1,000. If you had like 1,000
Right.
yards receiving, this many catches,
I hope you
You
have a
make a Pro
touchdown
Bowl.
bonus.
yeah, for real.
I know.
All right,
All right, boys. Let's get
good job,
into.
though. Good
Yeah,
job.
that was good. That was good. Let's get into the news. We'll start with the injury report. I'll blitz through these. Y'all stop me if you have some good tidbit or something you want to hit on. We'll start off with Joe Burrow. This is a little
Yeah.
surprising. He might be back. He has been practicing for the past 2 days and he hasn't been ruled out yet. This is an aggressive timeline.
Mhm.
And I think a good indication that he's going to play is the betting lines have shifted a good bit towards the Bengals. So this would be huge.
Sleeper even has Joe Flacco right now projected 0.0 points.
Yeah, he's limited at practice. Burrow might be
Yeah.
practicing more than he is, which is
Mhm.
wild. And this is a really aggressive timeline because, I mean, really bad injury, acted like he was going to be out for the year, might have to go on IR, and it was questionable if he'd even return. It seems like he's been rehabbing to the max to be able to get back in as quickly as possible. And, I mean,
He
I
wanted to
imagine.
get back to this 2-8 Bengals team.
Oh, yeah. Are they really 2-8?
I don't
No,
know.
they're
They don't have a
three.
lot of wins.
They have 3 wins.
Not
Remember
bad.
we talked about it last week how if they would have won last week
Mhm.
against the Steelers, it would make sense for him to come back.
Mm-hmm. So
But
fire
he
up
made
T. Higgins.
And
Chase
Jamar.
isn't playing. T. Higgins is
I
going to
mean-
smash this week if Burrow
Well,
plays.
I'm a little
You're gonna play
concerned
Jamar anyway.
because they're playing the Patriots and Christian Gonzalez is a really good shadow corner. And so I
Mhm.
don't know if he's going to limit T, if he's the main and only option. That's my one
He is
concern.
so good.
I know.
Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yes, he's very good.
He dropped in that draft so far. Like, it was incredible how far he dropped.
Mhm.
Because he was supposed to be like a top 4 pick. He dropped.
He did.
So what you're telling me is fire up your Yoshi Voss. Fire up Yoshi.
Yoshi Voss, Noah Fant isn't even a bad play either if you really need a
I thought he retired.
deep tight end.
No, he's still around.
He's the starter for the Bengals.
Did he not retire on the Seahawks?
No. He went to the Broncos for
He's
a time.
young, dude. I mean, he's got to be like 26, 27.
He's
I
28.
know not. Who was on the Broncos
28.
that just retired? I know I'm not crazy here.
I think you're crazy.
It wasn't him.
No, I'm not crazy.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
Jackson Dart has cleared concussion protocol. He should be back for week 12. Aaron Rodgers had a wrist injury to his non-throwing hand. He's expected to practice and try to play this week. They're playing the Bears. So I think he's a little extra motivated to get back out there and show the Bears who's daddy again.
I still own you.
Yeah.
I still own you.
I really want him to play because that would be an intriguing storyline.
They hate him.
Yeah. I hate him so much.
They hate him so much.
For good reason.
Yeah.
He's been their daddy for a long time.
He's been so good. Yeah, this injury is going to linger pretty much all season. I would imagine this is one that, depending on the fracture, he could need surgery for it, probably in the off season. But I mean, this is one of those where he could honestly miss. I think he just really wants to play and really is trying to play. And so it's like mid-season, he could get re-injured or the injury could get worse or he could get sacked and landed on it.
It's just non-throwing hand. I mean, just wrap it up. You'll be all right.
Yeah, that's true.
I figured out who retired. It was this past
You've been
summer.
looking that up the whole time?
Yes. It
was
was
it?
Jimmy Graham.
Oh.
Because I said Seahawks tight end who retired this past summer. It was Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Grandpa.
I thought he retired like 4 seasons ago.
Yeah, he's old as dirt, man.
All right, let's move to running backs. Bucky Irvin, this is intriguing. He continues to practice limited. He could return this week, but it's iffy. He'd probably be on a snap count. I have him in our cutthroat league, and I'm scared to start him.
If
That's
he's
one of those
back,
leagues you cannot have a guy go out there and get you 2
Yeah.
points.
I don't
'cause
think
you will
you
be
can
cut.
start him. first week back. I don't think you can roll him out there if he's already going to be limited in snaps and he's not even practicing with pads. He's out there just, I don't know what he's doing, but he's luckily doing something. But there's no guarantee how much he plays, or if he gets hit and then is immediately back out again. I can't throw that into my lineup. He's more of a wait and see the first week he's back.
You know, we haven't talked about this enough. Both of y'all are still in cutthroat.
That's right.
Mhm.
What is, if you had to get some, like, there's what, 6 people left?
There's
7?
Yeah, there's 7. You got it in, Haven.
Yeah. But, you know, for people who want to be in a chop league,
So cringy.
like, what has made y'all kind of last longer than everybody else? What tip would you give after the being in it for this long and surviving? Because I got out freaking early.
I mean, a lot of it's luck.
Yeah.
You're trying not just to be the lowest point totals on the week. So I didn't spend a lot of money early, so that's let me get Rashi Rice for $12, Emeka Ibuka for $15, CD Lamb for $12, in like the past 5 weeks. So I've gotten lucky where I drafted well, so I didn't have to spend money early, and I've gotten these really good players the past couple weeks that were a little cheaper because no one has as much money. A lot of it's luck, but
Dalton,
it's fantasy. So majority of fantasy is luck.
$98.
Dalton was the opposite strategy. Dalton spent
early,
like $90 week 1.
I dropped really early, but the players I got were Nico and Judkins, and a bunch of them helped me during the season. But I also was pretty proactive in picking up people that were literally free. Somebody had dropped Travion Henderson, picked him up. He's been rolling with me for the past 3 weeks. I think somebody dropped T. Higgins. I got Bowers last week for $0 because I got lucky with the waiver that went through. I got Gadsden for free. I got Brian Thomas for free. So I've just been picking people up left and right. Just anybody that can break out and help me. It's so much of it is luck. I mean, fantasy already is so reliant on being lucky, especially in cutthroat. I mean, you could start all the right people, and if all of them just have a bad week at the same time, you're cut. You're immediately out, and there's nothing you can do about it because you made all the right starts on paper, but there's just nothing you can do to make them go out there and score more points than other people's teams. It's just when you're out, and so much of this is luck. I mean, I would agree with Mason. The main strategy would be to keep as much money for as long as possible and hope to stay alive, and then at the end be the one with the most money so you can get all the good players for free.
I've been living on that cut line. I've been like the second lowest scorer for the past 3 weeks.
You've been riding dirty.
I've been stressing. I have so many players that are injured though. I have Bucky, I have Omarion, I have Terry McLaurin. I know that's a little different than Omarion and Bucky, but
yeah,
I'm just waiting on these players to get back. I had Rashi Rice for a while, when he was suspended. So,
I think
it's so hard.
Good strategy is also
league.
like draft players with a later bye.
Yes, that's so important. I'm glad you brought that up because I thought about that the other day. That is so important.
Yeah, because like I had 2 guys had a week 5 bye, and it was like at that point everyone's still spending high dollars. Your team, I mean, you're not subbing out a Marion Hampton for a Tony Pollard. No, you're subbing a Marion Hampton for like Devin Singletary. Like in a week 5, Devin
it's
Singletary.
week 5, so there's not enough people out there on the waiver wire. I mean, we're in an 18-team league, so there's not enough people out there for you to just go pick up, like you're saying. You have to pretty much roll with what you drafted, and if what you drafted are all out on the same week, you are so behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. And now people are getting picked up for $0. I mean, and I'm looking at our last waiver process.
I just got Bowers for 0.
Lamar went 0. Etienne, I got Etienne for 0. Bowers went for 0. Just no one has any more money. Jacobs went for 0.
And you literally put if you had $20, you could be going $1.
Oh, dude, I've had $0 for the past like 7 weeks. I'm putting my empty fish hook in the water, and I'm just hoping something bites it.
It worked this week with Bowers.
It's been working.
Yeah.
All right, back to the injury report. Josh Jacobs has a bruised knee, is what they're calling it, a knee contusion.
Yeah.
He's been doing drills. He's doubtful to play. We'll see. Fire up your Emmanuel Wilson. It's not a great matchup, but if he's the only guy, I'd be playing him.
Yeah.
If he plays, I will play him. I worry that he will play this week. he's a tough guy. He doesn't miss a lot of
He's
games.
one to watch.
He
He's
does not
one to
miss
have.
games.
You better hope you have Emmanuel Wilson on your bench, and you have
Yeah.
Jacobs. You kept that handcuff like we told you to,
You need a backup
and
plan.
you have the auto sub ready to roll, and you're okay.
Green
Worst case
Bay-
scenario, he finally gets elevated to a limited participant
Mhm.
tomorrow on Friday, and then you have to make that decision: am I going to risk playing him when he could go out there and play 30% of snaps?
Right.
Yeah.
Green Bay
They
is
could
known
literally run him out there, run
for
one
being-
route, and he goes, "I'm good."
Yeah.
Green Bay is often really conservative with player injuries, so
Mhm.
they're one of the teams that tends to hold people out an extra week if they need it, and they understand that they're potentially a playoff team. So them sitting him out for a week wouldn't be crazy. Just knowing Josh Jacobs, he usually plays. So
To your point, I
That's gonna be tough.
agree. Josh Jacobs or the Packers are very conservative,
Mhm.
and they love to sit players out, even if you think they can play. So that might be confidence that you can play him if he does play.
Right.
If the Packers think he can play, he's good enough to play, he probably is good enough to play for us.
Yeah.
On our fantasy lineups.
Yep, I agree.
Jalen Warren, most likely a classic lateral ankle sprain, not a high ankle. It's 50-50 right now whether he's going to miss.
Yep.
So
I will
hopefully he
talk
got
more
Gainwell.
about this one later.
Okay.
I'll talk about this one later.
Coaching staff says they view him and Gainwell similarly. So if he doesn't play, I think that gives you a lot of confidence to roll Gainwell out there, considering that they view them almost the same and interchangeably.
Yep. Trey Benson, he had his 21-day practice window opened. He's been limited all week. He was seen without a brace and looking good, so hopefully he can get back soon.
They need him.
That running back room has just been disgusting between
It's not
Michael
even
Carter,
that.
DeMarcado.
That's gross, but like you want Trey Benson back because you want Trey Benson's playoff schedule.
Mhm.
It is the best. It's the actual best
Mm-hmm.
of the 32 teams.
He's a good trade target.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, our trade deadline's gone. So sad.
So sad. Amarian, he's on his bye week this week. He shed his walking boot like a week and a half ago, and he's been practicing off to the side. I need him back so bad. I have him in so many leagues. So I think he's one of these guys. He's been sitting out so long. When he's finally ready to play, you plug and play. You plug him back in your lineup. Marvin Harrison, he will miss this week. They have a pretty good matchup against the Jaguars. It's good for wide receivers. He's hopeful to make it back for week 13. So with that good matchup with the Jaguars this week, I'd be firing up your Michael Carter. Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, Michael Wilson this week if Marvin's out.
Mm-hmm. And even Greg Dortch. He had 5 receptions last week and a touchdown. So I'm
It's
playing
just
him in
his
the league.
name. I don't want to start nobody named Greg. Sorry
Greg
to all our viewers
Dortch.
named Greg, but Greg Dortch is just
Oh,
Sounds like
yeah.
Dork.
but his
Dork,
last
Greg
name,
Dork.
his
Dork.
last name's great. You get to text somebody, you just got dorched the second he scored the touchdown.
I'm so doing that this week in that league I'm playing him in. You just got Dortch.
You got dorched. Yeah, Marv, it's very frustrating because it's nothing he did. His appendix just suddenly decided to go out.
They're erupt.
RIP. Guys typically will miss anywhere from 8 to 18 days. So it really just depends on when it happened. His,
That's so
unfortunately,
specific.
well, that's why I'm here. I got you. His happened late in the week, so the odds of him missing 2 weeks was probably higher than most people had it happened on like a Monday just after, the week's concluded. So it's just unfortunate timing, but I think he'll be back week 13, hopefully.
Does anyone know what an appendix does?
Nothing.
Because I
It
have
Actually,
no idea.
it doesn't do anything.
It used to.
Used to, yeah. But our
When?
bodies and humans have evolved over time.
Oh, you're an evolution guy?
Hey, Vince.
No.
Sounds like you are.
Well, that's
When
not
we
him.
transitioned, when we were monkeys, the appendix really mattered.
No.
But
No,
when we
no.
transitioned to
He's
humans,
not
No,
we
we're
don't have
talking
any
about when
evolution.
we're talking about like when the 18 and 1900s when we were eating freaking crap with so much bacteria.
Haven,
and
you were doing so good. You're doing so good.
Tell me how I'm wrong here.
You have no idea.
No, Haven, the human race did not mutate over just 200 years.
The past
it took,
200
They
years.
It
had
took
already
a
been
really
doing it.
long time for the human race to evolve to the point where we didn't need whatever the appendix did. You are right that we evolved to not need it. No, he's not defending evolution, Mason. He's just saying
It's
that we
literally,
as a
I'm
species have
correct in
grown
what
to
I'm
not
talking about. It's
need it.
about gut bacteria. It's literally what keeps your body from getting sick from the crap they used to eat back in the old days.
All right,
Yeah.
Haven, I want
It
you to do
happened
some
over the course
research
of a
in
long
our
time.
next show. I want you to give us a breakdown of exactly when the appendix became from useful to not useful for us and the history on it.
I need a 500-page double-spaced MLA format.
Hold on.
Next week, we're going to have a whole
No,
segment on what the
I'm about to
appendix
let you know
does.
right now. Thank AI. I'm about to let you know because I can't wait to be right.
All right, let me know if you get an update. David
I will.
Njoku, he is
What?
day-to-day with a knee injury. He's been working hard to get back. I don't think this matters. I'm not playing David Njoku.
No,
I,
it more matters for
mhm.
consolidation. In case one of them is out, then you can roll with Ninjoku or Fannin more confidently.
Yeah, I agree. If Njoku's out, I'm more confident in starting Fannin.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta, he has gone to the IR. This was surprising to me.
Yeah.
When it happened last week, I had no idea that he was even injured. He has got some kind of back injury. It doesn't sound good. The comments that they've made out of the Lions camp sounds like they're hoping to get him back for playoffs. That's the comments they made. So he's probably going to be out for a while. Haven, you're going to have to fire up Brandon, right?
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
No.
No Brock Wright.
No, that's not even his name. He does not earn his name till he gets at least 5 fantasy points.
Okay, 5
Yeah.
fantasy points. He gets to have his real
He
name
hadn't
back.
done that.
Yes, right now he's just be right.
Just be right.
So be right and get
Be
5 plus
right.
points.
He's not being right.
All right, Haven, you got us some appendix history?
No, because all of the science now says your appendix is not as useless as we think it is. So I'm having to use different words.
I don't think anyone knows. Like scientists? I don't
Well,
think they know.
it was
They're like,
it
there's
was
this weird organ in your body. We're not really sure what it does.
I think it has something to do with your intestine.
when did we have herbivorous ancestors?
When we were monkeys. Maybe we were onto something.
Well, this theory popularized in the 19th and 20th centuries when human diets changed. That's the 18 and 1900s.
No, just because the theory came up at that time doesn't
Yeah.
mean that that's when we stopped needing it. The whole point that we're discussing is when did the human race stop needing the appendix and then it became irrelevant. I don't care when the scientists theorized what this is and isn't. I don't mean anything.
All right, next episode, Haven. I want a full breakdown.
Bet.
All right, boys, let's get into our starts of the week. These are the guys that we are confident in, whether they are, running back wide receiver 2s that we're confident they're going to go off this week, or flex guys that we're saying you can absolutely play them this week. Dalton, why don't you start us off with your quarterback start of the week?
Yeah, so my quarterback is going to be Jackson Dart. I'm confident he's going to be able to play. If he hadn't cleared concussion protocol, he's like right on the last step and should be able to do that by Sunday. So I'd imagine he's going to be a full go against the Lions. Lions have a tough defense, but as we've seen, Jackson Dart can run the ball. I think he's had a rushing touchdown in 6 or 7 games in a row. It's been crazy. So, I mean, he can get you points any kind of way on the ground or in the air. He's been a pretty trustworthy start most weeks. I think this could be a fun game where the Giants are having to kind of catch up and play from behind because the Lions are a much better, well-rounded team. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Dart.
Love it. My quarterback start of the week is Jacoby Brissett. He's the only quarterback to have at least 19 fantasy points in the past 6 weeks. He's just been a guy that you can plug and play every week.
And every week that he's played this year.
Every week he's played. He
Yeah,
plays
had
the
a bad
Jags
week.
this week. Even though he didn't have Marv last week, he still put up 21 fantasy points. I think it's going to be a great matchup for him again. I'm going to keep playing him until he has a dead game.
Yeah.
All right, Haven.
Yeah, the appendix has been around for 80 million years.
I tried to tell you, man.
We're still on this. Haven's not interested in this podcast anymore. He only wants to do research on
Just
the
a
appendix.
Google warrior over there.
I'm tired of seeing the freaking word appendix and memorization. I just look like an idiot right now on the podcast. My
We're
quarterback.
gonna clip that.
Please stop. My quarterback of the week. He still has his appendix. It is Brock Purdy.
Do you know that for a fact?
No.
What if he didn't have it?
Well, then he will get. That'd be great because then he wouldn't get appendicitis and miss a couple weeks.
He don't need it. He's better without it.
But he was QB6 last week. He plays Carolina this week. He has a great relationship with my tight end and George Kittle. They're both in my starting lineup. I got the stack. Go for it. Brock Purdy, he's on your waivers. He's about to eat. He's back. He's better than ever. Ricky Pearsall, he's still irrelevant, but he may actually catch a pass. Christian McCaffrey, gonna feed. Just, whoa. Brock Purdy.
Start him up.
Who you barking at?
That's more of a growl.
Okay.
The Brock Purdy.
Purdy. All right. Keep us going, Haven. Who's your running back?
This guy, because we talked about Jaylen Warren, this guy I will be putting in your lineups if Jaylen Warren's out, and it is Kenneth Gainwell. And his two opportunities with Jaylen Warren hurt, which I have now learned he was hurt last Sunday, he has been the RB3 and the RB6, both times getting 29-plus points. He is going to feast against Chicago. Aaron Rodgers likes to dump the pass off. Kenneth Gainwell is a very good catching running back. He is going to have probably 8 targets this week, minimum. I feel very confident with Jaylen Warren out. Kenneth Gainwell is going to just devour and be really good this week.
I like it. Dalton, who's your running back?
So I'm going with Derrick Henry. I think he is about to smash in this game. They're going against the Jets. By all signs, it looks like the Ravens are back as a team. They're healthy. Their defense is back. Derrick Henry's still there. Lamar is healthy and back. It looks like they have their full team back going how they wanted to. They've kind of ramped up in a few games with Lamar being back, their defense being back, being healthy. The Jets look terrible. I imagine the Ravens are going to absolutely dominate them in any kind of way that they want. Derrick Henry's going to roll them all over them now that they just sold all their defensive players away. I could see this being a game where Derrick Henry has such a good game that he doesn't even play the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
We've said it. As it cools off outside, Derrick Henry heats up. He loves the winter.
It is getting colder.
Mm-hmm. All right, my running back start of the week, and this is a little nasty. I'm going with Alvin Kamara against the Falcons. The Falcons are, they are 26th against the run. Michael Penix is out. Drake London's probably out. When the Saints have actually been ahead, the very few times it's happened this year, Kamara has been the guy. Kendre Miller is out. In the last game against the Panthers, the Saints were up a lot in that game, and Kamara had 22 carries. I think we could see a similar scenario where, for once, the Saints are actually leading for the majority of the game, and Kamara's the only running back there. They love him in New Orleans. I think he's still a good running back. The weird part about him this year is he's not getting a lot of targets, especially over the past 4 weeks. So I want to see that, but I think if you are considering him in your flex spot, he's probably a good play this week. The Falcons, they have a great pass rush, but not a good run defense. And the Saints are going to be up in this game, most likely. My wide receiver start of the week is Jameson Williams against the Giants. Thanks again, Haven, for that trade. We had a trade earlier this year. I gave him Jordan Mason. I got Jameson Williams. And that was about 4 weeks ago, right?
Stupid.
Right before the bye?
So you really turned that trade for Amarian and Jameson Williams for Tyler Algier, DeAndre Swift, Romeo Dobbs, and some Cedric Tillman.
Y'all always talk about how I target people in our league that don't know fantasy. And you're right. I do. I target people that don't know fantasy. So there's a reason I consistently trade with Haven a lot. Haven doesn't know ball.
Oh, I don't know ball? Who's won in our matchup?
Oh, we're gonna go off one matchup.
Who has more points for?
When's the
Haven,
last time you won a
Who's
fantasy
trying to
cherry
get
championship,
picking some
Haven?
stats, man.
Hey, Dalton, you're irrelevant right now. You're kicking everyone's ass. I
Love
want people to
cherry-picking them
understand.
stats.
Dalton has.
It's so not fun in this league.
It's not fun. He has 200 plus points for more than anybody else. It's just not even funny.
He's averaging 163 points a week. It's absurd.
It's dumb. In a 4-point QB, full PPR league with 2 flex.
Hey, all
We're all-
glory to God.
No tight end premium. No 3 wide receivers. It's just 2 RBs, 1 QB, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex, defense, and of course the kicker. Stupid.
Yeah.
But Mason, screw you. Jordan Mason was great for a while, and you thought about dropping Jameson Williams, and now they flip.
I just know when to sell players. I'm good at
And
playing the
Jordan
market.
Mason was great when you sold him. How close were you to dropping Jameson Williams?
Never.
Like, I dropped him in another league, and I regret my life for that.
Yeah.
But
you got to know when to buy players. It was time to buy Jameson Williams.
you bought him on September 30th. I don't
It
even
was
know what week.
It was week 5.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right for
since then,
Right for the bye week.
he's since then he's
No, it could have been that because I bought Aaron Jones way earlier than that. Because Aaron Jones was
You
hurt.
said it was in
and I needed
September, right?
September
Yeah.
30th.
That's
Yeah.
week 5.
It's like week 3.
Semantics. It's whatever.
Yes, because he had 59, 64, 89. Then he was 12. Then he didn't catch a pass. Then the bye. Then 19, 2, and 8. I'm sorry. I'm taking all your time to talk about this guy. But
Yeah. Well, okay, let me talk about Jameson Williams.
sorry.
We've talked
sorry.
about in the injury report, Sam Laporte is out for probably the rest of the fantasy season. And I think that's just going to open up more targets for Jameson Williams. They going into the bye, during the bye week, the Lions came out and said, we need to get this guy more involved. And they've done it. So I'm going to trust their word. He has opportunity with Sam Laporte going out. I think for the rest of the season, he's a great play. I'm so confident in him. And if you haven't been confident in playing him, even though he might be a deep threat guy, wide receivers are inconsistent by nature. He's not going to be putting up 20-plus points every week. He's going to have a dud, but you're just going to have to live and ride with it.
You got him week 4. So the following week, he was wide receiver 59.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
been really good more weeks than not since I traded him to you. How many times has Jordan Mason been top, 30 running back since then?
He has been a top 10 running back once, which was week 3. And then since then, he has been wide receiver 20 or running back 20 or lower every week since then.
Yeah. Thanks, Hayden.
I remember when we did that. No, what was his wide receiver?
Since Haven got him, he has scored below 12 fantasy points every single game but one.
And he's on my bench. All right, my wide receiver start of the week is Alec Pierce. In the past, so they had the bye last week, so hopefully he was on the waiver, so you could go pick him up. He has, without the bye, the last 4 weeks, he has had a wide receiver 22, 14, and 15. Now, he has a really hard matchup. He plays the Chiefs. We all know this. But a lot of people are struggling. There's a lot of buys this week. You need a viable option. I still think Alec Pierce is the guy. He's had 10 targets. He's had 13. The week prior, he had 7. You know, he is becoming a more reliable guy for Daniel Jones. They just had to buy. They had an extra week to scheme up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Daniel Jones is going to have to pass the ball because this game's probably going to be, it's either going to be high scoring or it's going to be 10-7. But the Colts have had a very successful offense this year, and you need a guy. He's going to give you at least 10 minimum. Probably hope if he gives you 15 points and he's a guy that's been on your bench and you have buys, hey, we take that all day, every day.
I like that. I like that a lot. Dalton, who is your wide receiver start of the week?
Mine is pretty simple. If you are one of the people that went out and got Michael Wilson, you probably didn't start him. And I'm so sorry because you had, those 33.5 points on your bench. You can do it. You can start him this week though. And I would do that because, oh my gosh, 18 targets, 15 catches for 185 yards. He was the wide receiver 1. in 1 week of Marv leaving, Michael Wilson has the most receiving yards in a game this year. Just out of nowhere. I mean, went nuts.
18 targets.
Went
Insane.
nuts.
I saw this tweet. Is Michael Wilson the Rico Dowdle of wide receivers?
Well, we need more than 1 week, but so far he's on pace that he just randomly came in and absolutely smashed. If he does it, 2 or 3 more weeks in a row, I will completely agree with you.
I'm buying into that narrative. He just needs opportunity. He's a great wide receiver.
He's got a bunch of good matchups.
He's only had 5 years to prove himself.
Yeah, but he had Kyler Murray. Now we get Jacoby Brissett.
That's right. We have a competent quarterback.
Yeah. So it's a good matchup with the Jags. They're great against running backs. They're not against receivers. So if he's going to do this or even some fraction of this again, oh, yeah, it's going to be in my lineup this time.
Love it. All right, Titan.
Love
Dalton.
it.
Love it, love it. Move on. Let's move on to your tight end.
So tight end, I'm going Dallas Goedert. He's still like a top 6 or 7 tight end on the year, just because we talked about him a couple of episodes previous. He's just been steadily getting points. However he can make it happen, whether it's touchdowns, yards, receptions, he's just kind of staying relevant in the tight end game. So he's used, he's involved. The Cowboys defense seems to has improved on the run side. So I'd imagine they're going to be mainly focused on trying to stop Saquon. I think this could be a fun, hopefully high-scoring game where the pass catchers have to do a lot on both sides. So I would roll with Goddard. You probably have been using him to some degree so far this season. I would play it again in a pretty decent matchup.
I like it. Yeah, he's a nasty start on a nasty offense, but you just close your eyes and you play him because he's good. Haven?
Mine is Hunter Henry, tight end for the Patriots.
I love this one.
Oh, yeah.
Great start.
Because, when's the last time you said, you know what, I want to start Hunter Henry? The guy who has not finished higher than tight end 13 since week 4. That's not really good in tight end world. He's only had he has not had a week with more than 10 points since week 4. But you want to know what the difference with this week is?
What is it?
They played Cincinnati, who is trash, and Drake May knows football. He knows what the weakness is. Hunter Henry is probably on your waivers. Go pick him up and start him right now. There's maybe 5 tight ends, maybe. I would start over him this week.
Yeah, I completely agree. Cincinnati is the best matchup for tight ends this year. Yep. They are on pace to be the best of all time for tight ends.
Yep.
They are just not good at covering tight ends. So
I got a good one.
Okay.
Hunter Henry or Tyler Warren?
That's the guy I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren is my start of the week.
Yeah, there we go.
He has a bad matchup against the Chiefs. He hasn't been outstanding for the past 4 weeks. He started all the year off hot, but over the past, let's say, 4 weeks, he's had 16, 9, 7, and 17 fantasy points. So it's been hot and cold. I just think this dude's a stud, and I think talent wins out over a bad matchup. So this is a guy that you drafted to be your number 1 tight end, plug and play. I think you can still plug and play him this week. Thinking about Tyler Warren for Hunter Henry, I don't think I like the logic of playing Hunter Henry. I don't think I could actually do it. I don't think I could actually put Hunter Henry in my lineup over Tyler Warren.
Yeah. When you look at the usage, the targets, the receptions, the routes, the snaps, nothing has changed. It's just maybe he's caught a few less and they've gone for less yards recently. I don't think you move away from Warren. I agree. I still think he's a stud, even though Hunter Henry has a great matchup. This is a player we've seen him just completely do nothing before.
Yeah.
Even in a great matchup. So that is possible. That could happen, even though he has the greatest tight end matchup maybe ever, because like you said, this is a historically bad defense against tight ends. It is still possible that he goes out there and only has 2 catches.
Would you rather start him or Dallas Goedert?
I'd rather start Hunter Henry.
I'd rather go Hunter Henry than Goddard. Yeah.
I think Henry is a flex-worthy guy this year. We don't typically like to flex tight ends, and especially it feels dirty flexing Hunter Henry, but I'm doing it in the league.
I would imagine Hunter Henry's our start of the week for all of us. You just got to him first, Haven.
Yep. I was going into our docket, our notes, and putting him in. Yeah.
Mason
Yeah.
was typing his receiver, and the first thing I did was tight end.
You got in there
He's a
before he did.
great play this week.
Yeah, completely agree. You want to give him some other start sits?
Yeah, let's just fire through some start sit
All right.
thoughts. Give you guys some, these guys are flex level guys, and we'll give you our opinion on which one we'd rather start. Let's start off with assuming Bucky does not play.
Yep.
Would you rather start Sean Tucker or Rashad White after Sean's great week last week?
This
I
is
imagine
scary.
it's Tucker. He had such a good week. I mean, if I'm going to lean towards anybody, I'm going to go with the guy who just popped off, and they just said that he deserves more touches. So if Bucky's not playing, I think I'll lean the Tucker side.
Yeah, I agree.
They play the Rams this week.
Which is hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to play
Bad
either.
matchup. That was where I was going with it.
This feels like a trap.
But
like a trap.
There's a trap. Yeah.
This is a trap game.
What's our confidence level on Judkins? Dalton, I know you have him in a couple leagues. Are you starting him?
He's in my chopped league, and that makes me very scared.
Yeah.
And since week 6, he's been running back 54, 41 by 26 and 42. It's just he has just done this right here.
I mean,
I think it's going to be even worse with Shadur Sanders.
So many touches, but I don't know what the upside is. I don't know. I think the offense and them finding themselves with these rookie quarterbacks is just not ever going to help him until they figure that out and get some stability.
I think the only Browns player you can play is their defense. They have a great defense.
Maybe Fannin if Njoku misses and you need a tight end.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, their defense is really
I think I wouldn't play Judkins. I think he's a sit.
Depending on your options, I would be trying to sit him. He's playing the Ravens, so I mean, it's not like it's a scary defense. But
No. He's playing the Raiders.
He's playing the Raiders.
Yeah. And against the Ravens, which was a good matchup, he was the running back 42.
I imagine every defense is just going to load the box against him.
The thing is, he doesn't get receptions.
Yeah.
And his highest is 4. He's had 2 threes, a 2, and then the rest are 1 or 0s. So he's not a receiving running back, which limits what he does. And so if he's not getting you 100 yards and a touchdown, or 70 yards and multiple touchdowns, he's going to be a bust. Because he doesn't get the receiving work. He doesn't even it's bad. It's really bad. I'm looking at his receiving and it's really, really bad.
Would y'all rather start Judkins or David Montgomery? We're hearing news out of the Lions that they're wanting to get him more involved. Do you trust that? They set it for Jameson Williams and they did it, but Montgomery hasn't been anything good the past 2 months.
He's been so bad. They have a good matchup though. I mean, I said previously, it looks like they could just dominate the Giants. That's very possible.
Yeah,
and they just control the ball on the clock.
With the matchup, I would go Giants.
When Dan Campbell comes out to the media and says, I want to do this, I think they're going to feed Montgomery at the goal line.
Yeah,
if they get within the 5, I think they're going to try to get him a touchdown.
They did that 3 weeks ago with Montgomery. He literally said, I need to get Montgomery more touches, and then they didn't really do it. I mean, they kind of did the week previous. He had 15 carries. He just
Gibbs
didn't
is
score.
just so good. Gibbs is just so good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just, it's so fun to watch him play. But if you had to make me choose between Judkins and Montgomery, who really kind of have the same skill set, I mean, Montgomery does not catch receptions. I would go with the guy who has a better chance of getting in the end zone, and that's David Montgomery against a better matchup.
What do y'all think about Aaron Jones? Since he came back from injury, he's been solid. Hasn't been extremely great, but he's been very consistent, sitting around 10 to 15 fantasy points. Are we comfortable with them playing against Green Bay this week? It's not a great matchup for running backs, but he's more a receiver back, and he's had juice.
Revenge game?
Revenge game. You're right. I'm on board.
Yeah.
I love revenge games.
Yep.
I'm going him over Monty for sure.
Yeah.
What about Breece Hall?
I'm trying to sit him as much as I can. We got Tyrod Taylor back.
Yeah.
I just don't trust that offense.
Yeah.
playing
It
against
stinks.
Baltimore, who Judkins just went against, who we thought was a good matchup on paper,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks like Baltimore's defense is now healthy. And
Yep.
if they did this to Judkins, they can do the exact same thing to Brees Hall because there's no difference. It's a one-dimensional offense with very few weapons. And, I mean, is there a difference? I mean, Garrett Wilson's not even playing. So, like, the Jets' offense looks exactly like the Browns' offense right now.
Yep. Yep. Ravens is one of those matchups you see on your platform that's lit up in green. It looks like a good matchup. That's because the first month and a half, they had so many injuries where their defense was bad, but now all those players are back and they have a really good defense now. So they're kind of a trap matchup. Let's move
Yeah.
to the wide receiver. Stephon Diggs has been very consistent the past couple weeks. Would y'all
Yes.
be willing to play him, or let's say someone of equal value, Devontae Smith?
Matchup.
Matchup?
Stephon Diggs, they're going against the Bengals. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the matchup. Give me
You
Diggs.
agree, Dalton?
Yeah, Devonta Smith's going against the Cowboys. So, I mean, that's a good matchup,
That's
too.
why I wanted to bring it up because they both have
Like,
great
they're
matchups.
both really good matchups.
Why would you start both? Why not both?
Well, I'm assuming you have another stud, and this is like your wide receiver 2 or 3 flex
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah, but I'm always receivers that have better matchups. So
Past 2 weeks, Diggs has had 8 targets and 11 targets, but before that, it was really sporadic and really inconsistent, and he was kind of just getting lucky that he was getting 11 or 12 points. So it's hoping that he keeps doing what he's been doing for the past 2 weeks. Devonta Smith, to me, has a bit more of a bigger play upside, kind of boom bust, and Diggs is
very
maybe
boom
more of a
bust.
safe play. So
Yeah.
depending on maybe who you're going against may depend on who you play. Like if you're going against a team that's traditionally putting up a lot of points and you need that extra, I might lean Devonta Smith. If you need some more safety because you have a bunch of
I like
players who
that.
already have a higher ceiling to them and need more safety, you could probably go Diggs.
Yeah, I'd probably go Diggs. Either way, I just don't trust the Eagles' offense. You're right. There's a higher ceiling to Devonta Smith. I'm just avoiding the Eagles until they show
Yeah.
me something more.
He's been pretty solid other than this past week where he had less than 2 points. Before that, he's been pretty solid.
Yeah. What about Michael Wilson? We've been talking about him a lot with that great matchup they have against the Jags. I feel like he's a guy that everybody's trying to get in their lineup. But what if you have Stephon Diggs or Devontae Smith? Do you play Michael Wilson over those guys?
It might be crazy. I think I am.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would. I think this is one of those moments where fantasy is about having fun, and this is fun. Play him, and if it goes wrong, I mean, I'm sorry, but do you want to have fun? This is fun. He smashed last week. You telling me he can't do 80% of that in a just as good, if not better, matchup?
So we're pushing really hard for Michael Wilson and Hunter Henry this week.
Yep.
Nothing can go wrong, right?
This is
Nothing. No.
This is
This
fantasy.
is how this is how you win your week.
Yeah.
Or you lose and that's because you scored 42 points.
These are good, decisions to have though, because these are 3 decent players that we're talking about. So I mean, it's not like any of them you can really go wrong with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The next group
You could do
you
worse.
can go very, very wrong with very
Mhm.
easily.
Yep. Let's hit on that. These are a little
yeah.
nasty. Ricky Pearsall or Darnell Mooney
My God.
with Kirk Cousins now, his favorite teammate. Both of these are ugly.
Ricky
Pearsall
was doing conditioning last week.
Yeah.
I'm going Darnell Mooney.
I think to your I thought you were going to go the other way because to your point, I think he just needed a week to get ramped back up before he got injured. And granted, he had more opportunity back then because Jawan Jennings was still battling injury. The whole team felt like it was hurt. But I think Pearsall is just on a better offense, on the better team, the better matchup, and he's a better player.
Mooney's
Even though he's so scary because
Mooney is
he had
good with
1 point.
Kirk Cousins.
He was last year. Things change year to year.
Yeah, but it's Kurt, my boy. You like that?
That
I like
doesn't
Darnell Mooney.
that doesn't help any of the help with making this decision. Him being your boy
Can
doesn't
you
help
bench both?
me. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
love to bench
yeah.
both if you could. Mooney's had 8 targets and
I
then
would
7
I would
targets.
legit go on the waivers and try to find somebody like who's the guy for the Bengals y'all said earlier? I'm not saying his name because I can't say it.
Noah
Yoshi?
Fant?
No.
Oh, Yoshi?
Yoshi. Yeah.
Yoshi Voss.
Yoshi Voss.
Yoshi Voss. I would start him over both of them. If Burrow's playing.
This is the scenario where you start Hunter Henry in your flex.
Yes. 100% yes.
Even the waiver wire doesn't look too much better. I mean, you could go get Jerry Jeudy.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
That's pretty.
Nope.
That's pretty gross. I agree. You could go get Chimray DK.
Yes.
To your point, no, Haven. To your point,
No, you should
Xavier
not. get Chimray
Legette.
DK.
Kirk Cousins played in a game 2 weeks ago with Darnell Mooney playing a full game, and he had 2 points.
I
So
mean, you
yes,
could-
Darnell Mooney was good last year with Kirk
he had
Cousins.
2 points. Ricky Pearsall got 0.
That's fair. That's a good point.
I mean, Adonai Mitchell.
You got me there.
Hollywood Brown. I mean, the waiver wire is gross.
There's
What
a
about Boutte?
Luther Burden's on ours. Calvin Austin. I would start Calvin Austin over them.
I think I bring this up because I have Pearsall in so many leagues, and I wanted some confidence. I needed y'all to give me a little bit more
You
can't
don't have it.
confidence
You
in
don't have
starting
it.
him, and I'm not getting it from
I'm
y'all.
not going to give it to you.
No. Dude, it's not time. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
The Bills are 24 seconds away from losing to the Texans.
Oh,
That's
the Texans,
wild.
man, they play ugly football, but they've been winning.
Josh Allen has 9 points.
I saw I saw the Texans hadn't allowed a single quarterback all year to have more than 20 fantasy points, and I was like, oh, Josh Allen will break that streak. Apparently not.
And the game is over because Josh Allen threw an interception. So Josh Allen's going to have like 7 points. Jaden. I'm playing Jaden this week.
He's
And
down
whoever
at
wins
7.
that has a very, very high chance of being the 2 seed.
Gross. Davis Mills has double the amount of Josh Allen's points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Wow.
You should have fired up Davis Mills over Josh Allen.
I
This
did
is
start
fantasy
Davis
football.
Mills. I started Davis Mills in a league. Bo Nix was on bye. So I started Davis Mills.
James
What did Mills
Cook,
end up with?
how you go, week?
14.62. Nico Collins had a kind of a gross game. He only had, it was 3 for 3 for 55 yards, so 8.5.
He got
They're
banged
leading-
up.
He got hurt at
Yeah.
one point. I guess he came
Yeah, but
back
he
in
kept
the game.
playing. Their leading receiver was Christian Kirk with 16.4. He had a touchdown. And then Khalil Shakir, he is so inconsistent. He had 17, 8 for 10 for 110 yards. That's not math. No, how does he have 17? Did he fumble?
He must have fumbled.
He had to have fumbled. That's not math.
Yeah, 8 catches for 110.
There's got to be a fumble. in
We're
there.
off by 2 points, so that's a fumble.
Probably fumbled.
All right,
Fumble.
Haven. Let's wrap this
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Every Friday we do it. Hit it with us. Who is your
All
rookie
right.
of the week?
All right, this is for-
hit it with us. So take
hit it.
us and then beat us with it.
Hit it
No.
with us.
No, you take it and then you beat it with us. You
Mhm.
grab us and then you hit it with
Beat
us.
it into us.
Are you done?
It's just getting worse.
All right. This is for my low hanging fruit. The guys that don't care at this point. They're here to get it nasty. They're here to get it sweaty. They're going to spit on it. They're going to make sure that they got it right. And I got the perfect one for you. And that is Shadur Sanders, my rookie of the week to watch. I am very awful at this. But
yeah,
damn
you
it.
are.
But damn it, I have zero faith in him, but I want him to do so good. I want this man, I will shotgun a 4 loco if this man finishes in the top 5 at quarterback this week.
I'm holding you to that. You're going to do it to kick off our show on Tuesday.
He Hey, he got the grill. He got the dad jeans. He got the ice in his veins. This man will do it. I don't know who's going to catch points. I don't know who's going to score, but damn it, it's going to be ugly to watch. But I can't wait for it. Give me Shadir Sanders.
It's a really bad endorsement. I'm really bad at predicting these rookies. He's going to be terrible, but we're riding, baby.
Yeah. Such a
That's
glowing
how-
review.
That's how you do it, man. I will say, I mean, Torrey Horton was great. Loved him. He's been hurt. Jamiri DK, he
He also
became my
got
Travis
replaced.
Fulgham. Yeah, he was my Fulgham. He was great for 2 weeks. I talked about him, and then I talked about him again. He got hurt. Terrence Ferguson, y'all made me not get to talk about it 1 week, and that's the week he did really well. He did nothing last week. This is my standing moment. I'm gonna ride it with him. I've carried his dad like a baby. We're going Shadir Sanders.
If you're right, I'll give you all the props in the world. And
But
if you're wrong, you're wrong.
If I'm right, then I'm shotgunning a Four Loko on this show.
Yeah.
If I'm
I'm
wrong,
holding you to that.
if I'm wrong,
Then it's just par for the course.
yeah,
It's what you do with these rookies.
I'm shooting at 72.
All right, boys. Great show today. We'll be back on Tuesday to talk about the weekend games.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait.
All right. Follow us on X and TikTok at FFB Addicts. Thanks,
Like and
guys.
subscribe.
Later.